G'day guys, Sam here from Build Not Bought. Welcome back to another rig rundown episode. You can probably check behind me what car we've got today. We've got Matt's sick 76 series from Explore 4x4. There's a lot of S's in there. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so welcome back to another episode. We got Matt here from Explore 4x4. We're actually on a trip filming, so if you haven't seen that already, I've come along on one of their trips, and now we're shooting the rig rundown series on the 76, which you've had for how long?
About 3 years now.
Yeah, 3 years. And he's got a 679 coming up soon, so we thought we'd do a story on this one before it gets shipped to the new owner.
Yeah, that's right. Gets sold.
That's it. All right, we'll go from the front. Pretty much, what was your ARB gear all on this side? You got your intensities?
Pretty much, yeah, intensities up front, ARB, we got the GME, XRS of course, that thing is sick.
You sounded sweet on the radio. You were the one I could hear on this trip.
Yeah mate, stoked with the new XRSs.
Winch?
Winch, we got the carbon, 9,500 pound.
Yep.
Got the Brown Davis bash plates that go onto the bar. That's about it up front, mate.
Run around the sides. So the scrubs and that run through, obviously, ARB sides and scrubs.
Yeah, scrubbies, sidebars, I like having them on my trucks, personal thing.
Clear view mirrors.
Clear view mirrors, which I just cracked this trip. I had a massive stick come up and smash me, but these are actually a cut down clear view.
I noticed that, they're a bit shorter.
So people ask me all the time about these. So Jackson's 4x4, sell them pre-cut down. Now, I don't do a lot of towing, but I love having the bigger mirrors.
Yeah.
On the 76, you get a mirror that's like this big.
Yeah. And a massive bracket.
Yeah.
But so, hitting sticks and that, they're big elephant ears otherwise. If you're not towing, it's a bit overkill.
Yeah, I think the big ones, they just stick out too far. So these ones obviously still tuck in as well, but yeah, I actually love them. I'll have them on the next truck.
I love the old Australia-shaped aerial.
Yeah, mate, that's aftermarket modification.
You can go get them on explore.com.
Yeah.
Roof stuff, obviously Bush Company, that's a full wraparound, eh?
Yep, 270, the XT awning, full freestanding, no poles, no legs. Yep. I'm obsessed with it. It just makes it easy and it's quick. And then got the Alpha Bush Company up on top, which is, mate, for what the trips we do, you know what it's like. You run the rooftop and awning.
It's game changer.
Can't beat it.
Yep. Super simple to set up, super easy to put down. 2
minutes, tent, awning, done.
Yep. All right, run around the back. Rear bar, what is this one?
Rear bar, this is a rear bar from somewhere up Townsville or Toowoomba Way. I forget the name of it every single time. I don't love it, but it does the job.
Do you ever have the second swing arm on there?
I did have the second swing arm, but no. To be honest, I like to only have to open one door to get in the back. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm opening 2 tyres. It's just a bit easier, that's all.
You'll be loving the new canopy on the 79 to just not have a door there.
Exactly. No, I'm going to be liking to just open a canopy on the side.
Bin bag,
Max Tracks. Now, people always ask, and you'll probably get comments, where do you get the Max Tracks holder? That is just from Max Tracks. It is a Max Tracks holder. For anyone who wants to know. Bin bag's a prototype, we're going to try and do our own bin bag. I wanted one that would go over the Max Tracks, so I just got my own one made. Yep.
Nice, super clean, super easy. Other side, much the same. We've just obviously got the snorkel on there as well, yeah?
Yep, got the R-Max.
That's larger snorkel than normal, yeah? Is it a?
Yeah, well, the R-Max is essentially the 4-inch.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So more airflow. And then they modify your airbox, so you get that bigger flow all the way through.
All right, speaking of airbox, let's jump under the bonnet.
All right.
All right, under this engine bay.
V8 Cruiser.
Oh, almost got hit in the face by the horsepower. Why doesn't it start up on its own?
Oh, it's...
Sorry, $70,000 million for these is enough to give you bloody gas struts, eh?
Yeah, no, look.
All right, so I've done, how many? 3 or 4 of these 79s. Now, can I get it right? It's a VDJ, still don't know what they are. Yeah, VDJ 4.5?
Yeah, that'll do. Close enough. Yeah.
What is it?
VDJ.
VDJ.
Yeah, she's a VDJ, the 4.5 litre.
So pretty much stock internals, yeah? Just done all the external stuff?
No, I've got 200 series injectors in it, so I've got bigger injectors, but that's about it internally.
Yep. Turbo, intercooler.
Bigger turbo, bigger intercooler. Then I've got the crossover pipe at the rear, and I'm running the Safari R-Max ECU which was all custom tuned down in the factory there. So, look, it does pull reasonable numbers, which I'll let you know because I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Yeah, let us know. I'll chuck it on the screen there, but
you know, predominantly I do touring, so I wanted, you know, enough that I've got power there when I need it, and for towing when I grab some bigger caravans and bits and pieces. But I wanted the reliability, and honestly, I'm stoked with the R-Max.
So the R-Max, does that give you that switchable tune as well to kind of flip through different?
Yep, so it's got 5 different modes. Essentially, I've got my everyday mode, which is your comfort, which has still got plenty of power. I've got a sports mode, which I run pretty rarely, to be honest. And then I've got a towing. It has a traction mode as well, so when I get in the real technical stuff, that gives me more control on your electronic throttle.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then it's just got a standard mode, but
Like
no, it's versatile, and you can sort of tune each one of those 5 settings to how you want. Yeah, it's basically ECU.
What exhaust is that going through?
It's got a 3-inch stainless steel exhaust.
Yeah.
It's a Legendex, something that went on back in the day, and I just left it.
Yep. Dual battery, obviously, they don't come out with 2, do they?
No, dual battery.
So you obviously got a third one for the back end, or is this run? 2
in the back.
Yeah,
so it has 4 batteries. So I've got my crank and an auxiliary that runs like my little center console fridge and a few outlets throughout the console, which you'll see shortly. And then I've got 2 batteries in the rear, which look after the rest. It does have a upgraded Safari clutch as well. Obviously with the Land Cruisers, as soon as you get any more power out of them than standard, clutch needs to be done straight away.
Sweet, all right, we'll jump inside the cockpit and have a look in there. Alrighty, inside the big 76. Keep wanting to say 79, but it's a 76, which is the first time we've had that.
You want to do that again? Rolling. Jesus.
All right, inside the 76, which a 76, how's it different to a 79? I don't know, it's bigger in the back, but you've already ripped the seats out.
Yeah, well,
you might as well get a single cab, mate.
There's a good reason I'm going to a 79. I need more room.
Yeah. No, look at that, it makes sense. All right, well, first thing I noticed is the steering wheel. Like normally these things are old and clunky, but it's pretty modern looking, so.
Mate, this, honestly, I hate the interior of the 70s, but with a few little modifications, they come up looking pretty good. So PVS steering wheel, and that links up to the PVS head unit. So all your controls work. Screen. You can still have your Bluetooth, your phone connectivity, little phone thing up there. This links into my reverse camera at the rear. All usual gear, scan gauge that's fallen down, ignore that.
This is what, that's not what changes your tune, that's just...
No, what changes my tune's on the right-hand side there.
Yeah, all right, so there's a switch here. Red Arc Tow Pro.
Red Arc Tow Pro, the brake controller.
Did you add this side thing in? There's a little cup holder. Oh, super comfy.
So the armrests are from One Stone armrest. If you own a 70 series, go and buy one. They are about $450, but
you get both sides.
Game changer, both sides and a cup holder. So then in that top corner there's my link system. It's a Android-based phone which they use, so you can take it off.
So that's supplied with the kit, or?
That comes supplied. So you don't need to bring your own. That is the kit, the mounting bracket, the whole lot. Essentially what that does is it runs all of my lighting, so I can turn all my light bars on individually, runs my air compressor, it runs my lockers, and it gives me like your I don't know what the word is. It tells you the angle of the car.
Oh, inclinometer. Inclinometer, I don't even know what it is. Oh, look at that.
There we go.
So you don't have any tactile switches, it's all from the touchscreen?
Everything runs off there. So essentially that's my one-stop shop for all my switching. Which does make it bloody easy. Instead of having switches all over the dash, it's right there. I can grab it. I can hit my lockers on the run. It's bloody simple. And then when we go up top, this is a cruiser consoles roof console. So super clean, touch lights, pockets. I just like storage. There's nowhere to put anything in the 70s. So there's also outlets up here. So I've got USB and cigarette lighter outlets, and my XRS unit is mounted up under there, nice and neat as well.
Manager 30, so what Red Arc system you got, that the Manager 30 runs everything, kind of fridges and all that, main power stuff? So the 2 batteries that are behind the rear seat, all links up to the Manager 30,
and obviously it's just a management system that runs all my solar.
Yeah.
It's got my 240 volt, so the night before a trip, if I haven't driven the car, plug it into 240.
Yeah, super handy. I actually used that on mine the other day, and it's just like tops it up before you leave.
Exactly, yeah.
Especially when you chuck a fridge in that's not been on and you turn it on and it chews the juice all night, just getting everything cold, you can just plug it in.
Yeah, well normally, so I run 2 fridges, one on the back seat and one in the rear.
Yeah.
And same thing, I don't always have the one in the back seat, so that goes in hot.
Yeah.
And then it's got to charge up and it runs all the food all night. So yeah, just leave it in and away you go.
Oh, cool.
Got all my outlets here for charging my phones, bits and pieces. It's just neat and tidy, mate.
Yeah, perfect. All right, we'll jump around the back and touch on the middle here as well, and just have a look back there.
Happy days.
All right, this is what you told me. You said pull at the top.
Push at the top.
Ah! You do it. Oh, shit. Is it because we're on an angle?
So the boys borrowed my car the other day and they were swinging off of it. I've never had a problem opening this door.
This is what happens when it's bought, not built. Look at the sticker on it.
What the hell?
1 week later.
We made it. We'll cut to-
We're in.
We're in. All right, so back end, dude, this thing looks like jam-packed, but everyone's got a place, I'm sure.
Yeah, everything's got a spot. It is jam-packed. There is not much room in a 76.
No.
So Carl from Cruiser Customs built this specifically to suit my needs.
Yep.
I hate drop-down fridge slides. They're okay if you've got the room, but as you can see, I don't have the room. So this is simple. I've got my bar table, and then obviously the fridge slides out.
Yep.
Got the brand new 50 litre Dometic.
Yep.
Little ice tray in these ones as well, mate.
Oh yeah, it looks fancy, all anodised, like bloody aluminium,
Yeah,
Bluetooth, all that.
Bluetooth, all the dribble.
Yep.
Then I've got just a voltmeter, just so I can easily see, make sure I got enough charge. A couple of outlets as usual, and then all my food, cutlery, my little pantry, all the salt, pepper, all that dribble.
Yep.
All goes in these drawers. And mate, I've done that many corrugated roads throughout Australia.
And that's sweet.
None of this has ever moved, so I really do take my hat off to Carl. Little removable side thing here, which is just basically all my spare parts, spare belts, hoses, tools, fluids, everything like that, mate.
Yep.
Keeps it nice and neat and hidden.
Where's your table? Is that easy to get to?
So I have a table which is slotted in just behind here.
Yeah.
And then I got my barbecue that slides out.
Yeah.
This is the swag for some of the camera guy. I got my chainsaw, and then the 2000 watt red arc inverter on the side there.
Yep. And then in the middle there, I saw you've obviously got your batteries, Manager 30s in
so
there.
the way this is designed is you got a box and then it's slanted to fit perfectly behind the seats. So I've got a water tank there, and then my 2 batteries and my Manager 30 all mounted nice and neat.
Yep.
And then all I have is a drop-in false floor. It's not screwed or bolted, so it literally is 30 seconds. I can pull the false floor out, and then a couple minutes to bolt the seat back in.
Right,
It's only 4 bolts. And you can drop the seat back in, so it's not too big of a pain in the ass.
You say there's not a lot of room, but there's a lot of stuff in here.
There is a lot.
I will say that.
Here.
All
Absolutely.
right, last thing you look at is pretty much what's underneath, suspension, tyres, all that. Let me go for a drive.
Perfect.
All right, so last thing to look at is underneath, so what it's sitting at, wheels, tyres, what size lift, all that good stuff.
Yep, suspension is a 3-inch lift. If I go 4, it gets a little bit high for my awning, and the way this is set up, it'll be a tad too high.
Yep.
3-inch lift, King suspension, all remote reservoir.
I've seen you get some air before.
Yep, the old Kings, I'm stoked with them.
Yep.
Got the flexi coils in the front, custom leaf pack in the rear. I've also got the Airbag Man leaf assist airbags, which are actually mint, especially when I tow or anything like that.
Is that more for level, or is it more for, like, you know, getting the height that you need, or is the height still from the springs?
I use it for 2 reasons. One, when I'm towing, so I can jack it up. And the other thing was the airbags just stiffened up the rear end slightly because I got so much weight on the roof.
Yeah.
So it just gives the truck more stability.
Yeah.
But no, it sits pretty much level.
Yeah.
Without them.
All right, the diffs, are they all factory diffs, or have you widened your track? Or?
I've got a braced rear diff, and at the all it is just running wheel spaces to fix the track problem. The new truck is going to have a proper J-Max diff, but braced diff with the wheel spaces, lockers, air lockers front and rear.
So they're all factory?
No.
Or ARB's air lockers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a 2010. So 2011 came the factory.
Yeah, right.
Factory e-lockers, so twin air lockers.
Yep. Steely rims. You run the Steelies, not alloy.
Steely rims. New truck's going to go alloy because I'm really keeping weight in mind on the new truck. I want to keep it as light as possible. Even though we'll have a huge GVM, I don't know. I've always run Steelies. I think it's a bit of an old mentality. These days, alloy rims are that good.
Yeah, you think people say they crack and that, but like the technology and especially forged alloy like this, just as good. Let's be honest.
So yeah, the new one will have a set of alloys on.
Yep.
But yeah, just round hole Steelies, and then 315, 75, 16 KM3s.
Yep.
Which I love. Absolutely stoked with them.
Perfect. All right, that pretty much wraps it all up, eh?
I think so.
I reckon I need to take this thing for a drive, see how it feels compared to the other 79s I've been in. Well, it's the first 76, and then we got a bunch of challenges for you. So
let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Alrighty, in the big old 76. I tell you what, I've always said I didn't really like these cruisers, but I've driven enough now to know that they are pretty capable. This one's 2.5 meters high like mine, so I'll be used to the boatiness of it.
Rock crawling.
Rock crawling. Whoa, I'm scared. They're so boaty, these things, it's ridiculous.
Go down the steep bit.
No! All right, we're out of that rocky stuff there, so straight up, the steering wheel feels amazing. And I've actually driven Jamie's 79, so from PVS, so he has a similar sort of wheel actually. It's not too drony either, so Ronnie's was actually quite drony, so was Jamie's. Now this, I think it's because it's a wagon. The Utes actually, because your rear wall is a lot closer, it kind of has that more drony sound, but being a wagon, it's a lot more comfortable inside, and I'm sure once you go on 110, you hear more of the wheels than the exhaust, but it still has a good note. Oh, she pulls good. What tune are we on here?
Sports mode.
Sports mode. I'm seriously loving this clutch, eh?
Yeah.
I miss having a clutch that's drivable. It does feel very smooth with the suspension, eh? Like I was like being a Leaf, I was expecting it to be a little more like kind of brutal and rough and have that dash shake, but it's quite like, it feels like nothing's loose apart from things floating around in the back, which is what you get with a wagon, obviously, with everything inside the cab. But other than that, it's quite, you know, quite smooth to drive. I'm gonna get lost here. Let's loop on back. Aircon work?
Yep.
Heater work?
Yep.
Stereo works?
Yep.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I know.
It's a functional four-wheel drive. All right, well, I reckon we circle back, get Matt back in the driver's seat, do the 4 challenges. Oh my God. It's about now you want to get me out of the driver's seat.
Give it some boot.
Let's go. Woo!
Well, he didn't crash, so that was good.
Yeah. All right, dudes, so now it comes to the fun part of the afternoon for both of us.
Yep.
So we got 4 challenges. So we got the sprint, the comfort challenge, flex challenge, and then fuel economy. So super scientific, all of these, I tell everyone.
Yep.
It's really not.
Yeah.
So for this one, we're gonna just literally step out 100 meters, and then I've got a little stopwatch here, and when the hammer drops, it's just straight down the line, and we'll see what she does. So like I said, we've done 3 or 4 of these before, so.
What's me time to beat?
Oh shit, I think it's around 7-ish seconds for a 79. You think I know these?
You've had some quick ones, haven't you?
Yeah. There was an auto, that's cheating.
That's definitely cheating.
A couple of downhills, also cheating.
Definitely also cheating.
But you've got some good traction here. We've had some wet grass, we've had some proper we've had sand. So like I said, it's super
scientific.
Some
good traction. I'm fully loaded, so it's as heavy as it gets.
Yeah. You're gonna say high range, 4-drive, lockers, what do you reckon?
I was just gonna go 2-wheel drive.
Oh yeah, just burn it the whole way.
You want me to go? I'll go 4. What are we, 4 high? Is that what the people have been running?
I'm not telling. No. What do you think is going to give the most traction? Yeah,
I'll go 4 low.
High. 4 low?
Yeah.
Ronnie did 4 high and then 4 low, and it didn't make much difference. He was just doing more gear changes.
Bullshit.
He ran out of revs in 5th gear at the top, so maybe stay 4 high.
I'm definitely not doing 4 low.
All right, let's do it.
All right, well, here we go. The technically stepped out 100-meter sprint challenge in the big old fat 76.
3, 2, 1, go! Holy dooly, that was quick. All right, he's in the 7, so we're in the ballpark of 787. That's pretty good, I must say. You better be happy with that, because I tell you what, some of these people doing the rig rundowns, they want 4 or 5 goes. I'm like, dude, your car's not going to be faster. All right, 787. See what he reckons.
Not too much wheel spin. Didn't f up too many gears. Oh, I shouldn't swear. Didn't mess up too many gears. Only got to third. She was a short 100 metres.
How'd it feel, mate?
Not too shabby.
It was a good time.
What do we get?
Oh, you'll see.
All right, so that was a 787.
I'm in the sevens.
Yeah, you're in the 7, so happy days. I reckon that's a good time. Like I said, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but it'll be up there. So the next challenge is the comfort challenge. So we'll find a bit of terrain. You pretty much got to get up to 50 k's an hour with a bucket on the bonnet and see how much water comes out. Like I said, super scientific. Yep. So see if we can find some terrain and smash that one out.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Just getting set up for the all scientific challenge number 2. Looks like an old juice bottle. Sam's filling it up on the bonnet. I don't know where he comes up with this dribble, but we've got a little bit of a corner, a little bit of a slippery section of mud, a few bumps. Nothing too crazy. We couldn't actually find some really rough terrain, but this will do it. We've got to get up to 50.
Comfort challenge, here he comes.
Here we go. Lost some straight off the bat. Oh, we're a bit sideways.
Oh my god! Was that? He's laughing. How was that? Jesus.
That looks good.
Oh my god!
Bad either.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm stoked. I'm actually put the numbers on. I think this is like the first time I've used it with numbers. And normally I'm like, oh, she's about that, but that is 73%. Bang on.
73%, and we got sideways too.
Yeah, that was epic. That looks sick. All right, the last one's a flex ramp challenge, which we don't have a flex ramp, but I'm sure we'll find a rock.
Yep.
And the economy, well, you probably know this already.
A fuel economy?
Yeah.
Nope.
You don't know it? All right, we'll fill up, and then when we get back to where we're going, we'll fill up again and see what the economy is.
Righto.
Happy days. Let's go find a rock.
Now, if you follow me on my Instagram, you'd know that pretty much the drive out of this place is where I blew my diff. So, I've left it in the capable hands of Matt to film and submit the last 2 challenges.
3 days later.
Righto, so we're just down here at the fuel station. This is something Sammy was supposed to do, but we just got to fuel the truck up for his litres per 100 challenge. So we'll see how much we put in the tank. We're just coming back at the moment from a trip. The car's covered in shit. But I know how many kilometres we've done, so we'll work it out. Righto, there we go. So she's about 150 litre tank, so 117.42 litres. Sneaky 130 odd bucks. But let's work that out on the calculator and see what we get. Did 117.42 kilometres, litres I should say. Divide that by, we did 643 kilometres, 18.2. There you go, Sammy boy, 18.2 litres per 100 in the big bus. 35s, rooftop 10 on. Pretty happy with that actually. Righto, so this was the other part of Sammy's challenge. We're just going to lift this side up, get a measurement from the top of the guard to the centre of hub, see what we got. Righto, so Sammy's little test here, we're going to go to the ground in line with the axle. Bottom of tyre, we're at 520 mil. It's probably got a little bit more in it, but that'll do us. Righto, well there you go, 520 mil. That's one of the last challenges I think I had to do. I probably should have gone a little bit more, but I was starting to get a bit scared. Anyway, hopefully that stacks up close to the other boys.
Hello guys and welcome back to our rig rundown leaderboard. Now starting off with the sprint challenge with a 787, putting him in 7th place. Now that is actually booted off Dylan, one of the first rig rundowns off the leaderboard. So because we've done more than 10 street legal vehicles, we're starting to boot people off the leaderboard. Now second test was for the comfort challenge, just got himself on the board there, 73% down in the 10th position. After that we had the flex at 520 mil, not bad for the 76. Now that's actually booted off the Y62, the IRS IFS Patrol. Then the last challenge, of course, was the litres per 100, 18.2. And, well, that's booted Ronnie's horrible effort at 66 litres per 100. Don't know what happened there. But that wraps it up for the Rig Rundown challenges. Make sure if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Hello guys and welcome to Built Not Bought HQ. Make sure to click on the far left to subscribe to the channel. Click down below to see the latest episode if you missed it. And don't forget our merchandise on our website. See you in the next episode.